Om Shakti. Today on Reflective Space, we'll be getting to know the experiences that Amma has showered in Shakti Dr. Sharnyah Lingesvaran's academic and professional life. Thanks a lot for agreeing to take part in space today, Sharnyah Shakti. Let's dive right into the topic. So the first question is, how has BangaruAmma influenced your studies? And can you share a time when Amma's guidance helped you overcome a challenge in your studies?
Om Shakti, first of all, thank you for having me on this platform of reflective space. BangaruAmma's blessings and guidance have always been an essential part of my life, especially my academic and professional career. BangaruAmma has always made sure that she, apart from the Pada Puja and the Arulvaku, she has always given us routes or paths or even insights of various through various incidents, which guides us. One such incident I remember was when I was giving my advanced level examination. It was after a lot of roller coaster, kind of issues going on, and this exam I was giving, and I remember it was raining heavily. It was so heavily raining that I couldn't reach my exam center. It was just few minutes before exam, and a stranger just came in and offered me to drop. I mean, at that point of time, it might have just seemed like a simple gesture by a unknown person, but at life's most important places, where it's going to take a turning point, Amma has always been there to guide us. That's one thing I've always realized. I remember at a time where, again, during my advanced level examinations, where I was going through a lot of turbulence in my life, a lot of emotional struggles. I went to the Pada Puja, and I remember that was one of the first times I was even introduced to Amma. It was during that period, and I still remember, Amma was like, "You're doing good. Do whatever you're doing." She did not discourage or nothing. So when, as human beings, we always expect some positive response, some positive feedback from people, some sort of a validation. But then when the person giving the validation is Amma, I don't think there's not anything more you want. At that point, I did not realize that much, but later, yes, I did realize it, that Amma was whatever I felt like doing, whatever I thought I needed to do in my academic or professional life, somewhere down, I expected Amma's validation. And again, Amma always gave that. Amma always guided us and gave that. Even after all my exams and everything, when I came to Amma to ask what to choose further, which I had in my mind that I wanted to do dentistry, but I again wanted to have that validation from Amma. And Amma's like, "Yeah, you thought the right thing. Go for it." So those validations, those certain things, despite whatever struggles, whatever hurdles come your way, when Amma has blessed you with your decisions, and Amma has blessed you, actually has given you the right way, you confidently move forward. I mean, that's what happened to me. For me, I was like, again, during my exam period, I was undergoing a lot of emotional turbulence, and I remember going to the Pada Puja room. If everyone realizes, if everyone knows, previously inside that small room, that's where the Pada Puja was held. And I remember going there and just screaming out and crying and saying that, I don't want to be in Sri Lanka. And I remember I was like, so I was venting it out, and then Amma patiently looked at me, just finished crying. Like that, she was looking at me and she said, "No, you go back to Sri Lanka, you do your exams, and then we'll see what to do." I won't say at that point of time I was, okay with the, um, I was okay to do the exams or whatever, but I was convinced that, okay, there is some positive energy. There is something was convincing for me. Okay, let's do it. And I did it. So, like, knowing that Amma's blessings is there with you, knowing that Amma is there with you, and knowing that this is something Amma has chosen for you or Amma had asked you to do. So when you have that, you don't, no matter what comes your way, any sort of hurdles or any sort of distractions, any problems, comes your way, you're always ready to face it.
Mm.
And with time, I have realized that, um, no matter what comes your way, no matter, it can be any sort of problem. Uh, Amma gives to you only because Amma throws those hurdles towards you only because you can handle it. So eventually you ask from Amma the strength to handle it, not just the solution or not anything else. With time, that's something I've realized. Anything happens, I just close my eyes. I ask Amma, okay, whatever happens, just give me the strength to handle it, to overcome this, and that's it. Because when Amma is giving you the problem, she knows it's only because you can handle it. She's giving it to you, right? She's not just doing it. Uh, so yeah, that is. Those are few incidents which I remember now. And again, in my undergraduate period, again, that was a roller coaster ride for me, despite it was my passion and everything. I had to undergo a hand surgery. Again, I came, asked Amma what to do. Amma was like, go for the surgery, do it, and then, continue with your career. I was hospitalized. I was sick. There were a lot of challenges. There was a point where, uh, from the university side, they had questioned me whether I can continue with this career because it was an issue with my hand. But whenever I did have a second thought, but then eventually you go and tell Amma, all this happened, and Amma was like, "Yeah, they're going to say things. You have to prove yourself."
Mhm.
So those are the words Amma says. Whenever you go to Amma, um, Amma always gives that positive response, that encouraging. Um, she tells things that'll kind of boost your energy, and you want to just accomplish your mission. So for me, that's how it has been during my academic career. There have been times where uh, um, I have gone seek validation from Amma, and Amma, as usual, she gives that positive response, and I think that's it. You need, that's the boost you need to then go ahead. Throughout my career, because I did my undergraduate in India, it was more convenient for me. Like, whenever I wanted, I could go to Melmaruvathur and ask Amma or tell, like, whatever the problem was. And with time, I realized was, if Amma is giving you some, if you're facing some issue, if you're facing some problem, some hardships, uh, it is because Amma is molding you into a better person. She's carving you, she's making you a better person in this world, and those issues or those problems are needed to sculpt you into a better human being. That's what I have realized since the day I had known Amma till date.
Wow, that was really inspirational. Especially, I think when you said when you're facing a lot of struggles as you go by, you kind of go back to the words that Amma has given or the validation that Amma has given in Pada Puja. I was just thinking how Amma knows that you're going to face these struggles. So that Amma has told everything in advance. I kind of think that, like, sometimes you hear from Amma, but only after some time you can, like, connect the dots kind of thing, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing which I think that we realize with time. Initially, when Amma says certain things, you don't know, you don't realize why Amma is saying that. At that point of time, later at time when it happens, or when you're going through something, then it strikes you. This is what Amma told. Like, then you're like, okay, then you get the boost to march forward. So that's so when Amma says certain things, I guess like when Amma says certain things, always pay attention. Don't think that okay, this is not relevant to me now. But Amma says things which is relevant to us throughout our entire lifetime. Whatever Amma says is not just a periodic relevance. It's not just relevant for that time, that period. No, it's something which is relevant for our entire lifetime. Yeah.
True. And another thing what you mentioned was like that coming from Amma, that validation coming from Amma is like the boost, which I think is so true. Like God or, the supreme power himself has given you the validation, like I'm there, or as you said, go and prove to them, or you're doing good, like keep going, you're on the right track. There might be other people who are saying the things which is discouraging, but then we will be always going back to Amma's words, which, will be there.
Yeah,
Great.
and the
Yeah.
other thing, eventually, when you have Amma's validation, you don't need anyone else's validation.
True. Mm.
You have Amma's validation, and that's it. I have come to a point where I have stopped seeking validation from people. I am like, okay, Amma has said this, fine. That's it. You don't need validation from people around you.
Mm.
Because like Amma has given you the word. What else do you need?
True. And like the all-knowing Amma, right? Like Amma knows the future, present, past. So it's like,
Yeah.
whereas others might just see from like, I don't know, they just see a snapshot of our lives, whereas Amma knows everything.
அம்மாவை நினை மனமே மேல்மருவூர் அம்மாவை நினை மனமே.
Please like, share, and subscribe to the BangaruAmma Global YouTube channel for more inspiring and uplifting videos like this one.